So load shedding stage 2 is here for the weekend. Joburg residents have taken to social media complaining that power is being cut outside scheduled times. City Power has moved to a 2-hour load shedding schedule effective immediately. The load shedding is a result of constraints on Eskom's network. Heidi Giokos has been following this for us. So there's been some confusion as to why Eskom has moved from 4 hours of load shedding to 2 hours. What did we hear from the authorities? What is the explanation?
So the explanation, Dudu, is the fact that because of load shedding and many people working from home or opting to rather stay at home because of COVID-19 regulations, this has put pressure on Eskom to revise their load shedding schedule. Of course, the rain has not helped the situation at all, and Eskom has expressed that they have tried by all means to avoid load shedding, but because of the rain and the coal being wet, they have had no other option to do so. They've tried to do us a little favour by moving it from 4 hours to 2 hours, even though load shedding remains to be extremely frustrating for many. And businesses also trying to get back on their feet after COVID-19 regulations and not being able to operate to full capacity. But we spoke to Eskom's spokesperson, and he's indicated that they've tried by all means to stabilise the grid, but load shedding unfortunately is here, and here's a further explanation as to why they've moved from 4 hours to 2 hours.
Previously, we had a load shedding that lasted 4 hours each on each duration in the Gauteng area, and with the COVID setting in and the problems that it causes with people needing electricity at home, it became untenable, and indeed with other associated problems where you have people needing, for example, oxygen, staying over 4.5 hours or 4 hours without electricity at a go. So that caused problems that really could be resolved by shortening the duration of load shedding in the Gauteng area. And that is the decision Eskom took.
From 4 hours to 2 hours, I'm not sure how lucky you are if you get load shedded 3 times in a day. We still none the wiser as to why the schedule has changed. Maybe you have an explanation for us.
Yes, Dudu, I'm still trying to figure out why the schedule has not been updated, especially in Gauteng. There is frustration amongst residents because they just do not understand why the schedule has not been updated. And when the schedule has been updated, it's very difficult to understand what exactly is going on. And when you're only supposed to be load shedded for about 2 hours, some people are sitting without electricity for over 12 hours. So according to City Power, they still need to work together with Eskom to try and figure out the new schedule. And this is also what Eskom has indicated to us, to say that there is no proper communication between Eskom and City Power, and they need to sit together to rework the schedule. Of course, this does not help because people just don't understand for how long they're going to be load shedded, and the new schedule is extremely confusing. But we did get a chance to speak to City Power, and here is their explanation.
We were also forced to basically go back to stage 2. But then the problem with that is that we had not finished with creating the blocks for stage 2 load shedding, but also what we wanted to do was to basically engage Eskom further so that we are able to communicate, workshop, and also talk to our customers. Because of everything that we do, this is a major decision that is actually disrupting the lives of the residents and also the businesses. So we wanted to ensure that we do this correctly by ensuring that when we go to 2 hours of load shedding, at least our customers are the ones who are giving us the blessings for that. But we were overtaken, obviously, by the problems at Eskom with regard to generation capacity. So that's why yesterday, when load shedding was announced, we were told that we were supposed to move from 4 hours to 2 hours.
So just when will load shedding end, given that next week we're anticipating rollouts of vaccine to begin?
Is load shedding ever going to end, Dudu? I think that's the question. But according to Eskom, they will let us know by Sunday afternoon what the next week will look like. And I think it's imperative for there to be some kind of pressure for Eskom to try and avoid load shedding by all means, not just for next week, but if they can, by all means. But next week is a critical week. The vaccine rollout will begin in most provinces by Wednesday. And of course, we do know that the vaccine needs to be kept at a specific temperature between 2 to 8 degrees. And load shedding, of course, is going to have a massive impact, because when a place is load shedded and there's no generator, or the generator takes a while to kick in, what will this do to the vaccine? So Eskom says that they are working to try and solve the problem, and we will know by Sunday afternoon what the next week will look like.
We wait with bated breath. Heidi Giokos, thank you very much. On to